Branch, it sucks that you dropped 6 passes today and had those 2 fumbles, but you're still my friend. And, that's a gross exaggeration, but that's just the kind of thing I see happening. If things start going poorly for us, if we're not executing, he's going to be more concerned with being the friend of the players than being their coach. You can't be their friend if you're going to be their coach. I just don't, I'm not a big fan of player coaches like Wade Phillips. Not a big fan of him. I think if you've got a guy like Tony Dungy, it can work because he has such a great dedication to winning, and he knows when to be tough on his guys. But, I love what Jim Mora did for our secondary, but as a head coach, I'm not sold. Maybe he'll learn something from Mike Holmgren and learn when to be tough on your players because, he knows something in Atlanta just didn't work out, so maybe he can get his head around that. I'd love that to happen. If he can be a good coach for us, that would be awesome. But I don't know if I see it. On a whole, I'm not the biggest fan of this decision, but, Holmgren's leaving and we got to take what we can get. And, at least he has experience. And, hey, look at Bill Belichick in Cleveland. Look at how badly he did there. Maybe he'll turn things around up here. But right now, I'm not the biggest fan. Let's see, what else is... Oh, yeah, Pro Bowl. We got skill competitions on Saturday and the Pro Bowl on Sunday. And, I don't mind the Pro Bowl. I don't really agree with how players are selected for it just because it's such a flawed system, but Pro Bowl's fun. All the best players get together. Personally, I like the players in it, seeing who gets in it rather than actually watching the game, but the game's fun. I'd love to see Peyton Manning win MVP. It'd be a small consolation prize for going one and done, but that's life. And, one thing about Manning that, did you know that he's only played in 7 Pro Bowls to date, and he already owns the career record for most Pro Bowl attempts, completions, passing yards, and touchdowns. And, he's got 3 or 4 more Pro Bowls left, I gotta believe, so that's kind of crazy. So that'll be interesting to see how well he can play. I'd love to see a Seahawks player win MVP, Pearson, Tutupu, Jones, Hasselbeck, Trufant, and Kearney. If any one of those guys has a big game, that'd be awesome. Just because, it's a feather in your cap. One day, if people are looking at your Hall of Fame credentials, they'll look at your Pro Bowls, see your Pro Bowl MVPs, and go, yeah, maybe. And, oh yeah, it looks like we got a couple of franchise tags getting hit. Ravens tagged Terrell Suggs. Great move, had to be done. I approve of it. He's a huge part of that team, and if they want to get back to winning anytime soon, they needed to keep him. So, good move. And the Eagles tagged L.J. Smith. Now, I'm not Andy Reid, but L.J. Smith has never even come close to a Pro Bowl tight end numbers, and tags go to Pro Bowl quality players. So, you're going to have to explain this one to me. I don't know. I just don't feel it. Anyway, should be interesting. I think we're going to tag Marcus Trufant. If worst comes to worst, there's a good chance of that happening, just to make sure we keep him around one more year at least and see if we can't pound out a deal. Randy Moss might get the tag. I still suspect he's going to test out free agency. People call me crazy for that one, but I just have this little feeling. Let's see what else is out there. I think Carlos Dansby got the tag. Asante Samuel can't get the tag. Nnamdi Asamoah could get the tag. So it's going to be interesting to see how things come out before free agency. And speaking of all that, I did pound out a quick mock draft while I was at school today because I had a couple cancellations and stuff. So here I go. I hope to make a new one every 2 weeks. And I know my cough's bad today. What happened was my dog ate food off my table, and that's kind of how we punish our dog. We don't hit her, or anything, but we yell at it really loud because that'll get the point around without, using physical violence. And so, I yelled around for a little bit, and she got the point, but my voice is bad today, so that explains that. Anyway, ready? Dolphins, Chris Long, defensive end. Rams, Jake Long, offensive tackle. Falcons, Matt Ryan, quarterback. I think without Petrino, they're no longer handcuffed to Brom, and I think Ryan became the better prospect in the late part of the season. Raiders, Glenn Dorsey, defensive tackle. Chiefs, Ryan Clady, offensive tackle. Jets, Darren McFadden, running back. Patriots, Beotis McKelvin, cornerback. Ravens, Brian Brom, quarterback. Bengals, Cedric Ellis, defensive tackle. Saints, Mike Jenkins, cornerback. Bills, Deshaun Jackson, wide receiver. Broncos, Keith Rivers, outside linebacker. Panthers, Vernon Golston, defensive end. Bears, Kenny Phillips, safety. Lions, Jeff Ota, offensive tackle. Cardinals, Jonathan Stewart, running back. Vikings, Derek Harvey, defensive end. Texans, Rashard Mendenhall, running back. Eagles, Reggie Smith, safety. Buccaneers, Malcolm Kelly, wide receiver. Redskins, Philip Merling, defensive end. Cowboys, Aqib Talib, cornerback. Steelers, Godsker Churlis, offensive tackle. Titans, Limas Swede, wide receiver. Seahawks, Felix Jones, running back. Jaguars, Calais Campbell, defensive end. Chargers, Kentwan Balmer, defensive tackle. Cowboys, Chris Johnson, running back. 49ers, Mario Manningham, wide receiver. Packers, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, cornerback. And Giants, Dan Connor, outside linebacker. I'm probably going to make a new one, 2-3 weeks, but that's what I got for now, so that's all I got, so see you guys later.